with that ferry. Now you're saying that that project stalled because of financial challenges, and now for the past 10 days
Yeah,
we've
because
had
of they were not financial challenges. There were some. They have to clear some issues about financing,
stall.
which has been cleared, and they
So
have been
the work
resourced.
stalled. But what I'm asking now is, you're saying that for the past 10 days or so, the contractor is back on site. Has he been
Yes.
paid fully, or he's going to? What's the agreement like? Has he been given his money so he's back there, or not stop the work at any point in time till it's completed?
Yes, he has been given. He has been a resource, so they have some finances to start. Because if there's a financial issue, and the contractor thinks that if he does the work and it's not be sorted out, no contractor will go to site to go and work. But the Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Defense, and the contractors have all sat down, they negotiated and sorted it out, and have been resourced to start the work. That's why.
But Doc, the clarity I'm looking for is yes, he has been resourced. Is it in full, or part payment has been given him? Because the point is this: if he has been given, let's say, some part payment, some assurances are given him that will give you another set of money at a certain time, it doesn't come, he might stop work again. So what is it like? Has it been paid in full?
David, let me tell you how contracts are done. You don't prepay the contractor fully to do a job. The contractor has done some job. What you call interim payment certificates will be sent to the ministry. And that's where the negotiations started, because there was a school of thought that they don't have to take that money. And this one said, no, there's a variation here. You have to give us this amount of money. So they have been given, that certificate has been given to them. They've been paid. Once the certificate is paid, you go back to work, or you work, and then if you have another certificate, you read the certificate and you pay. You don't give all the money that maybe you don't even know how much money that you said that before you finish the job you need about maybe $5 million. This is your $5 million. Go and do the job. The contracts are not done that way. When you start a contract, you are given a mobilization. After the mobilization, you continuously be raising certificates which will be paid to you, and then you continue the job. And then after the job is finished, you are paid your last certificate, which some of them are even retained for some period of time according to the contract. And when the period of time passes and they've done all the maintenance agreement for about a year or so, then you are paid the rest of the certificate. And that is exactly how contracts are managed. You don't give the money and say that finish. No, it's not done in that way.
All right, thank you very much for that. And again, my other question is this: when we leave such facilities in, at the mercy of the weather, sometimes, they have challenges, damages might occur. When you went round, what would you say the state of the, buildings are in?
Oh, the state of the buildings are solid. And all what they have to do, yes, they've painted some side, they have to put another layer of paint on it, that's all. The building is intact. The roofs have been cleared. And then parts of the road have even been asphalted to a point. The rest of the road will be asphalted according to the plan. And that all will be done within the next 3 months, and they'll finish.
And all the equipment that is needed to make this hospital become operational, all the equipment are in, because you talked about, equipment being stored at some bonded warehouse.
Yes, there are some equipment have to be in cool rooms, and they are all in Tema and Accra. They are going to move the equipment to the place. The equipment that we saw there were some furniture which have been covered, and we removed part of it for us to see. There's no rusting, nothing. And the floors have all been terrazzoed, and some of them have been tired. The ceilings are all in place. The oxygen gas and piping system is all there. I've seen what I'm sure you're going to ask me the question, because people have been saying there is an MRI and CT scan outside at the mercy of the weather. I want everybody to know that CT scan is a radiation material. Anybody puts CT scan outside for people to pass by or sit by it. You get a lot of problems. MRI is supposed to be in a cool, chilled room because it's magnetic. That's why I call MRI. It's magnetic. So if you don't do that, the head will crack. And even if you don't put MRI in an air-conditioned place and always the light should be on, it will spoil within a matter of days. So the MRI is not sitting at AFL. The only things which are there are few beds in the emergency room. The rest of the equipment are all in their bonded warehouse, ready to be brought to Aferi to be installed. So there is nothing which is left at the mercy of the weather. What is outside, which some people should, is the oxygen cylinders. And oxygen cylinders are not put in an enclosed room. Oxygen cylinders are put outside and then chained and piped. Pipes are connected from the oxygen cylinder to a manifold, which will supply the oxygen in the facility. The whole walls in the hospital have been piped with oxygen gas, so that we don't have to carry oxygen cylinders to patients' beds. That is not a modern method of hospital practice. So I want to make it that very, very, very clear. There is no CT scan or anything lying outside. So anybody who saw it have not maybe seen a CT scan before, or he doesn't understand how CT scans work and MRIs also work. So that's what I want to make very clear to everybody.
Well, I hear you. And Dr. Anthony Nsiah-Asare is the presidential spokesperson on health, and he's on the phone lines clarifying to us the work's being done at Aferi, Sewa, and other, Eurojet projects that began here in the Ashanti region.